must be something more to us than you and me. It must be tangled up somehow with destiny. I used to think the sum of 1 and 1 was 2, but we add up to more, me and you.
Labby, how much longer till we get to the big surprise?
Just a little bit longer, Alfred.
I don't know how to say the things I'm thinking of, but there's something that I'm feeling must be love.
Okay, Alfred. Now, go into the field. Your surprise will be there. Don't peek. Come here.
What happened? I'm watching YouTube right now. I'm checking my deal. We're watching YouTube right now. What happened? The whole thing is done. Do you guys want to watch the rest of the cartoon? I have the chat open still too, from a friend or wife of Candy Wrappers said it came back. The chat seemed to go down too, even though mine is still open. Everybody's down. Well, anyway, this video was, oh, here we go. Breaking news. Some regional YouTube servers down across the country, huh? But seriously, we could do the show on Discord. Oh, wait, if the internet goes down, yeah. Be like a conference call. How will we set it up without the internet? Whew. Yeah, it's tough. Phone should still work though. I still haven't learned to do like radio. Oh, it's 6:20. Okay. I still haven't learned how to do radio. I thought that would be cool though, but nobody would listen around here. You know, you can get radios. You can pick up radio from like Germany and shit. Apparently. I've been doing really well. Muting my microphone when I suck that thing, so you guys don't have to be offended. When I hear Unirock and Defango sucking on theirs, I do get a little offended. I gotta go to my supplier. How is it going with YouTube? Oh shit. Lo-fi hip hop is down. Oh man. Let's see. Error. YouTube is down. Oh well. I'll tell Steve. We could always do the show and put it. I can always do the show here and put it on YouTube when it's back up. We're not taking phone calls. So maybe we'll do that. Sound good? Twitch is all there is. It's like the day for Twitch to shine. Okay, great. Well, I'll share this. Oh, great. Maybe it'll be the biggest show ever. Yeah, they're like, no, Steve Outram. YouTube is scared of this investigation. That's all right. YouTube is so scared of this investigation. The whole site went offline. Oh, it's back up. It's back up. It's back up. It's back up. Sorry, guys. Is it down again? Oh, it's down again. Okay, and Steve is still going to... Oh, wow, it's funny. People seem to be able to work a little bit. Okay, great. Well, okay. YouTube is down, apparently. So we're here live on Twitch, probably welcoming more people. What can people do? How exciting. How exciting. It's like the end of the world. I was going to wear this pin today. You guys know about the Doshi 2020 campaign? It's 6:25. Steve should be joining us soon. And I think we'll just have to do it live on Twitch. Okay, I'll just tell him. Oh, who's calling me? I didn't close my phone? That's weird. Okay. Why is Chad calling me? I don't have time to talk, though. This is Nathan.
Hey, Nate.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, yeah. I didn't know everybody had YouTube down. I don't know how that happened.
Well,
Kinda.
none of us do, as a matter of fact, but I'm about to be joined by my guest.
Okay.
Did you have...
I'll be watching.
Were you just reporting that YouTube's down for us?
Oh, I was yeah, I tried uploading and then it stopped.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so we're live on Twitch.
All right. I have a good one. Bye-bye.
Good. Sweet, man. All right, see ya. Weird. Looked like my phone was still open. I don't think I have to pee that bad. Did I just say that? I was talking to myself, basically. It was the thoughts that were going through my head. Yeah, I was like, you just missed the first question. Do I have to pee right now? And then I said, no, I don't have to pee that bad. Okay. We have Steve joining us, and I'm going to have to I'll do an intro. I'm still going to do an intro because I'll cut it. In fact, I might stop the stream and restart. So it's an easy download. That's what I'll do. Most likely. Okay, Steve's ready. I just sent him the link. Okay, great. I sent him the link. He's about to join us. Let me see if the screen... Okay. I have to ask him. Oh, my head is always bigger here. Well, let me see if I might make it smaller if Steve is smaller. He might be smaller. Sometimes I'm with people and they have their face right up to the laptop. Or their phone. Like Marcus Conte, his head is huge when he's shooting himself. Not shooting, you know what I mean, filming himself or whatever. I wonder if people are over on Twitch. People are all talking about YouTube is down. YouTube is down. Oh my God. It's kind of the end of the world, huh? It's where I would it's like you want to go live on YouTube. So YouTube's down right now. Can't imagine the whole world of YouTube down. It's all because of Steve Outram. He is the deep state's deepest threat. Deepest, biggest, most threatening. You guys like the shirt? I think the print's a little too high. That's all right. People don't notice. It's because sometimes we do quality control on our shirts and everything. You guys can see in the reviews, truthclothing.io. This is the new pin badge, the new Doshi 2020 pin badge, which is pretty awesome. You can see here. See? Doshi 2020 Love More. Can I make it focus there? No? Is it? It's focused on Love More. I wonder if I can... There. See? It's got Doshi's face on it. Steve is supposed to join me. I sent him a link. I don't know if he's having trouble clicking it. And then look. And then we have these too. Which, did you guys see these? This one's called the Handler. And then this one too, the Doshi Show, which I think would be a great coaster. Katie made all these. We have an expert designer. Then there's a sticker and a refrigerator magnet too. There's a refrigerator magnet. See, this is the bigger Love More Doshi campaign opening sticker. That's all for sale. That's all for sale. We ship them out and everything. We stock them. We have them in stock, ready to go. Okay, so I believe YouTube is still down. Is that the word? Let me see. I don't know if I'll stop the stream. Yeah, I probably should stop the stream and restart. It's kind of working for me. This is really weird. It's working for me. So I guess I will go live on YouTube. Don't know. Is it that the play end of YouTube is broken? Oh, it says video playback interrupted. Huh. Yeah, an error occurred. Well, weirdly enough, it looks like the back end is working for where my stream goes through. So I'll go ahead and stream on there and see. And maybe it'll at least save the video, you know. I guess that's what we'll figure out. 33 minutes and 33 seconds just passed. Pen H33 gave me 100. Nice. Getting those cheers up right now. That's great. Hey, there he is.
T-shirt up there, you go.
Huh? There, it's good. It's good. Can you hear me all right?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Nice shirt. Let me get this further up. All right, cool. Let me get your shirt. Oops. Oh, okay. I can just barely see it. Okay, he's wearing his decentralized shirt. Okay, do I need to make my head smaller now? So anyway, YouTube's down. Did you hear?
That's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, it is amazing.
I guess they heard we were going to investigate the limo crash.
Yeah, it's weird. Like I can, let me just fix this here real quick. Get that stretched out to there or so. Okay, that's better. Okay, and cool. Are you going to show your screen or what? I know you have a shitload of research. What are you planning to do?
I guess maybe I could just share the Twitter thread from my screen, or maybe if you just want to, as I'm talking, I can give you the tweet numbers. I've got some notes.
Okay.
Just pull them up. That might be easier.
Oh, okay. Just go through the tweets and I can pull them up. Okay, I can do that. That's what I was wondering.
I've got notes of some of the key points to touch, and I just keep finding more and more stuff.
Okay, all right, great. Here, I'm gonna fix there we go. Okay, now I fixed it. Yes. Okay, great. I fixed that. Let's see how this looks. Okay, see. Now I need to move that up. Now the split's gonna be screwed up. Okay. Display capture. Okay, there. That's right. Okay, great. And you want to, okay, so that means I need to have your tweet thread up. Okay, here it is. So you're just going to you want to refer to stuff from your tweet thread?
Yeah, I think that's probably the best way to do it. I mean, you could even start at the end of the thread and work backwards.
Okay, great. All right.
Because I think your audience is up to speed with at least probably the first half of it.
Okay. All right. I think,
number 118 is the last one.
118. How much time do you think we should spend tonight? Like an hour and a half, or do you think we need 2 hours?
Yeah, that sounds fine for me. Yeah, I probably can't go more than 2 hours tonight.
Yeah, I figured we might need 2 hours,
so, yeah,
but
I mean, an hour and a half should be plenty of time.
Yeah, okay. Okay, I'm looking for the end of your tweets. 87 more replies. Here we go. Sorry, I didn't see that. It said 87 more. Okay, so I'm down to 50.
I just sent you a link to the last one.
Oh, to the last one. That unrolls the whole thing, huh? Okay. Okay, all right. I'm there pretty much. Man, you did so much research on this. I'm going to have to...
Also, people have just kept sending me stuff and bringing it to my attention. So it's a really great example of crowdsourced research. I mean, we've got the video in there that Joe Cole did, which is incredible. That's a huge piece of the puzzle. And I've been getting quite a few people commenting on that specifically one.
Yeah, it's weird. A lot of people commented to me, too. It's funny because that's the kind of video... I would make back in the day on YouTube, but I would think they'd give me a strike. He's out there saying it didn't happen, which is how it used to be on YouTube. You'd have a bunch of people talking about this thing, and nope, not right now. I might just open with my standard but just the argument I've been giving for why people are asking questions about this case, as if it's controversial to do so. People like Unirock, and just kind of just show the picture of the crash. Just do the thing I kind of did on the show the other day too, and just say, hey, look, people are looking at this crash. They heard 20 people died. They wonder how it happened, and now we have a lot of other research, with information around this event that you've dug into. Okay, yeah. So anyway, that's how it's going to start. I can still broadcast on YouTube, so I'm still going to. I don't know how, but YouTube is down. So,
wow, amazing.
Yeah, YouTube is down. I might stop the stream here. I think I might stop the stream and then restart on Twitch so that if I can stream on YouTube, it probably will keep the whole thing. But anyway, maybe I will. I'm going to stop streaming for 1 second, everybody on Twitch, and I'll be right back. What it is, everybody on Twitch, I have Steve Outram joining me for this special show, Limo Crash Investigation. On Twitch, we can say Limo LARP. That's the hashtag Limo LARP. We can't say that on YouTube, though. So Doshi's here. Steve's here. I'm going to get into the show right now on YouTube, even though nobody's going to be able to watch me. So let me get to that right now. What it is, everybody. This is a show so controversial that moments before coming on the air right now, which I'll tell you, YouTube shut down. YouTube is not working right now, although we are broadcasting live on YouTube, so this may appear later. But this guest that I have, Steve Outram, is perhaps the most dangerous man on earth to the deep state. And that's reflected in what's going on YouTube right now. You are lucky to be tuned in live on Twitch, the only people hearing us in real time. We're talking about the limo crash that happened in upstate New York, the limo crash that's been all over the news that killed 20 people. Some people are asking questions about that event, and I'm just going to propose it's for a simple reason. I've said this before. For those people out there who think it's totally unreasonable to have questions about this event or suggest that there's something wrong with the event, most people are just looking at that picture of that stretched limo, and they're using their imaginations, and they're trying to imagine how 18 people died inside that vehicle. They're wondering why there are not more photographs of the vehicle itself, why there is no photograph of the other vehicle that was involved in the collision, which should have been mangled, why there are no photographs from the limo ride itself, which we would have expected to have been sent out over social media like Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and we have nothing of the sort. From what we understand, some of the first funerals were held today. This is a Time Magazine headline from today. Mourners pack funeral for 8 of 20 killed in New York limo crash. This is for the Steenberg family, the family that's been featured in most of these stories. I believe the family that we would have connected to Owen Benjamin, the celebrity connection to this event, you could say. And this is the photograph we used on the title screen for this video, just because it's a little unusual. This was at the funeral today where all of the victims were cremated. There were no open caskets or anything like that, just a number of urns. And then this photograph, not holding up their middle fingers, just their ring finger, but it might be, to some people, they might think it's how the powers that be feel, putting this kind of event in front of us, suggesting that everything is exactly the way the authorities tell us it is. So Steve Outram is joining me today. Steve has been a guest frequently on this show. We've talked about you. Years in Silicon Valley, youngest CEO of a public company in Australia back in the day. Developed some pretty fancy software, and then became an expert on social mind control for the most part. Is that kind of accurate? Looking into things like counterculture movements and how they're influenced by...
Yeah, I mean, I've been studying the evolution of the technology industry and the counterculture, which has happened in parallel, with guys like Timothy Leary and John Perry Barlow there, promoting computers, promoting the Apple in the early days, with Burning Man being used to launch the World Wide Web. And a lot of my work, a lot of my research has involved, with looking at what happens on the internet, what happens in mainstream media events, and is there more to the story than what you see on the surface? Are there connections behind the scenes that are surprising? And in terms of your introduction of me being the most dangerous man alive for the deep state, I don't think so. I mean, what we're going to stick to today is just simply stories in mainstream media and Wikipedia, official publications about this limo event. I mean, it is the deadliest crash in a limo in American recent history, and in the world. These things, people definitely die in limo crashes, but it's quite unusual for a crash of this nature for every single person to die and for there to be no survivors. And I'm not going to be saying that nobody died in this event. I mean, I'm actually going to present some evidence to suggest that some people did die, at least 2, and then I've got evidence to support maybe as many as 4 people dying. But there's also some strange anomalies around the event and pieces of evidence that you would think that we would find that I haven't been able to find. And so maybe other researchers watching this can contribute. I mean, so far I started a thread on Twitter looking at it and just kept finding more and more and more and stuff. And it's a rabbit hole that goes deeper and deeper and deeper. And I guess we're going to get into some of that tonight.
Yeah, I can't wait. And you've done so much research on it that I normally would go through it piece by piece, then kind of try to put together a story myself. But But people love seeing you as a guest on this show anyway, and I think you'll be able to walk us through it. Yeah, let's talk with you, the last time you're on the show, because maybe we can give people an update on this. The last time you're on the show, we were talking about Jenny Moore, right? Isn't that right? And also Robin Gritz, who might be involved in this story. And since then, do we have an autopsy yet for Jenny Moore?
That particular story seems to have gone very cold. It was covered by the usual suspects in the sort of the usual way, and I guess none of them are too concerned anymore about their friend, as they call it. But I haven't seen any autopsy or any public information on that, really, any further update. So that's a strange case. Robert Gritz is not directly connected to this, but there are some amazing connected with him. So I don't know whether he's pretending to be his brother or whether the two brothers are acting interchangeably, but significantly, Shahed Hussein's two sons actually got arrested for switching identities with each other to try to get out of trouble with the cops. So there seems to be a family thing of these brothers pretending to be each other in this family. But it turns out that this is like a serious bigwig family in Pakistan, which is a notoriously pretty corrupt place where the ISI, the Pakistani intelligence service, is, in bed with everybody and anybody at the same time. And so this guy has now been banned from leaving Pakistan. And did you have the story up there, Nathan?
Yeah, I have the story up. It says SHC restrains Malik Riaz from going abroad. Just so I understand what you're saying, because I'm not sure I do, is Shahed Hussein, who's the FBI informant, mentioned he left Pakistan in the first place because he was being accused of murder, right? Wasn't he being accused of a couple murders?
Supposedly fleeing 2 murders. And another significant detail there is his route to get into the United States was he left Pakistan for Moscow. He came out of Moscow after a while and went through Mexico, and then he came up into the US. And he was given papers and everything like that. He was here pretty legitimately, but he got a job at the DMV, and he was running a scam where people who didn't speak English very well, he'd just give them licenses anyway if they paid him money. And he got busted running that scam, and the FBI, gave him the offer you can't refuse deal. Like, hey, instead of you doing time, why don't you go pick out some of these, dopey kids from the mosque and see if they'll take a bag of cash to buy some stingers.
And that they're up to shady stuff, and they're going to be, and the FBI thinks, oh, well, why not have them use those talents to entrap people for the FBI? And so that's what ended up happening with Shahed Hussein. So apparently he was wanted for a couple murders in Pakistan, fled. Now he's back in Pakistan anyway. This that I'm showing right now and have been showing, Malik Riaz Hussein, you're saying this is his brother here in this photograph?
Yeah, and that's been confirmed by a Pakistani journalist who linked to a story in Urdu with the information confirming it.
And basically, this story says what exactly?
Okay. If you scroll down the story to about halfway down,
mm-hmm.
and it says where the applicant shall not leave the country from any airport or railway station or whatever, and then it talks about the basis of the case. It says the contents of FIR attached along with bail application show that it was lodged by Shahid Rashid Awan, Additional Secretary for the Forest, Wildlife and Fisheries Department in Rawalpindi. So someone from the Awan family is going against this guy in court and has made it so that he can't leave Pakistan. The other brother, who's the owner, the police superintendent, has come out and said a ruling and says, we don't have any power to compel him to come from Pakistan.
Right.
And then they've gone and arrested the son on this charge where, he's facing maximum 4 years and he's already out on bail.
Right.
So that's one very interesting one link here, that there seems to be high-level court action. Let me see if I can pull up now the next one link. So number 74.
Mm-hmm.
And this is from Ghost Crab, who was sending you some stuff in your earlier coverage of this research thread.
Yeah.
He's been contributing some good stuff to me as well. So this case the Hussein brothers or the Hussein family, they've been involved in some suspicious fires before, including a house that burnt down, and seems to have all the hallmarks of an insurance job, and a Bentley Continental GT that caught fire and also looked like could have been an insurance job. They didn't get the payout for that. Both fires were investigated as suspicious. Shahed Hussein was given $96,000 by the FBI. He was also given $40,000 by former Pakistani President Benazir Bhutto when she was 17. When he was 17, she gave him a bag of cash of $40,000 in it to buy a Mercedes. And it turns out that the family, with the money that they're making from that, they had a car rental business that Hussein got into with a former firefighter, which is an interesting detail when you look at these fires that keep happening around them. But they were putting property in this name of Begum, and Begum. And the Awans were also putting real estate in this name of Begum. So that's another kind of amazing coincidence. And you think about, one thing about this limo event that really strikes me, but based on the last time I was on your show, Nathan, when George Webb called in, that this whole amazingly rich woven narrative, it just seems to serve to make George Webb look really, really good. Like, it's got almost all the stuff he's been talking about for the last year or two is involved now in this case.
And is he George Webb, prolific GovLarper, I think we will say? Is he involved in any way in this limo case? Has he been talking about it?
Well, he's been saying some stuff about the limo crash. I can't say I've really followed enough to make a comment on it. People can go follow George's channel, but I know Jason Goodman did on his channel have someone on to talk about the limo crash, and it was a guy that was involved in the Las Vegas case. So here we have, the Las Vegas case being connected to this through your inside whistleblower source, Nathan, who's in the Social Security Administration, saying that disaster relief procedures have been invoked for this, just like the Las Vegas massacre. And then we have Jason, who mysteriously, when that massacre happened, his guy, Joe Napoli, just happened to be there, at the scene, and then has happened to meet this guy who was a limo driver. And so then now, that's his coverage as this limo driver can come on the channel. And they're pushing a story that was basically similar to what Saw Shafal talked about with, this was just everyone inside was poisoned by chlorine gas. And they were talking about, well, it was carbon monoxide poisoning because a message went out about the engine being noisy. But I mean, it does, in a case of poisoning, you would think that different members of such a large group would die at different times. And with the windows, at least one, maybe two photographed being down in the limousine, it's sort of, I find that narrative quite difficult to swallow.
Yeah. Well, my dad worked for the government, but he worked in air pollution and in car emissions and so forth, and carbon monoxide emissions. And I was told when I was very young, you can't even kill yourself by, it used to be people would run their car in their garage until it filled up with carbon monoxide. There's not enough output of carbon monoxide from exhaust anymore to really I would have to have it shown to me how a 2001 vehicle, it doesn't matter if it didn't pass inspection or what, maybe it could. I don't know. What do you think of those theories that came out? What do you think of Jason Goodman having this guy out talking about carbon monoxide? And
well, I mean, why even bother? Why have someone on to present false information and then leave the show up? You really just have to ask about the motivation of these people. But look, it's something that we would expect to find in an event where the narrative is being controlled. Is like, if they can't cover up some of the key details that have slipped out, instead they lay down a cover of